All righty, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be, where you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's presentation. My name is Cedric Harris, and I am proud to be the presenter of this particular opportunity here this evening. I know that we have people that are chiming in from all over the world. If you look down at the participants, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are chiming in. I was listening to Larry earlier, people from Trinidad and Tobago, people from Jamaica, people from, America, people from numerous different countries. First of all, we are humbled that you are here, and congratulations, and give a super duper shout out to the person who invited you here today, because we want to share something with you that we know without a shadow of a doubt could change the way you do business. Now, before I get started, I want to ask each and every one of you of a quick favor. If you could eliminate any distractions right now, your automatic income reducer, AKA your television, your BlackBerry, your Blueberry, your Cranberry, your iPhone 4, 5, 16, 62, or 35. Please tell your dog to chill out for a second. Feed the fish. Do whatever you need to do and just focus, as we already know what's happening within this team with thousands and thousands of people that are already on our specific team within the past 72 hours, that what we're getting ready to share with you will undoubtedly change your life. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the party. About 2 weeks ago, I received a phone call from a very, very good friend of mine to go check out something. Now, I'm in the middle of a lot of different things inside of my life. A lot of people know that I have active organizations right now as we speak in the tens of thousands of people. Active organizations in the tens of thousands of people, not to mention that I coach different people in different network marketing companies. We have affiliate offers, and we do different things inside of this industry online, as well as businesses that we have offline. So extremely, extremely busy. But the gentleman that called me, because of the credibility that he has, I decided to sit still and listen. And he said, Cedric, we need to take a trip to Vegas and look somebody in the eye and see what's going on with this particular opportunity. So I decided with 48 hours notice to jump on an airplane. And I sat down and looked at an opportunity that we're going to share with each and every one of you this evening. Now, I want to tell you why this opportunity caught my attention so much. Number one of the first things I always tell people when they look at any opportunity, it doesn't matter if you like American Airlines. It doesn't matter if you like Virgin. It doesn't matter if you like Southwest. If the pilots are drunk, you're dead. Period. End of story. We have a lot of drunk pilots inside of network marketing, AKA owners of companies. So I wanted to sit still and look at the owner in his eye and ask some specific questions and become Alex Trebek on Jeopardy to make sure that this opportunity was going to be something that people could really truly change their life with, because we knew deep down inside that once we got started, there was going to be a lot of people that were going to join, no matter if we were selling chocolate covered acid blow pops. So I wanted to make sure that the opportunity was solid. We sat still, we looked him in the eye, we asked those specific questions, but more importantly, we saw some of the best of the best of the best from the online world, from the offline world, from people that have been in this industry for 10, 20, 30 years. So many people converging under one roof. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a storm that's happening. And as we got home, we started making a handful of phone calls. We never did one Facebook post whatsoever. We never sent out one email whatsoever. Got on the phone, made a couple of phone calls to some key people that are not attached to me in current opportunities, people that do different things. And all of a sudden, a tsunami started. An unequivocal tsunami started. Now, you're going to meet a handful of these people here today, but because of that tsunami, I can tell you that within the past 72 hours, our team has grown to well over 2,000 plus people, a couple of thousand people. I think we're right around 2,400 people within the past 72 hours, ladies and gentlemen, and we have just gotten started. So with that being said, I'm going to go to this PowerPoint here really quickly. I'm going to grab some slides, and I want you all to please pay close attention to what we're going to share with you right now. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the opportunity that we're going to share with you this evening is called EPIC. Now, what does EPIC stand for? It stands for Exceptional People and Incredible Compensation. Exceptional people and incredible compensation. When you look at opportunity, obviously you want to be around exceptional people. But on the same token, we all know that people get in for the money, but they stay for the feeling. They get in for the money, but they stay for the feeling. but the compensation plan has to be sexy to even get their attention. So we're talking about exceptional people and incredible compensation. Now we start the presentation off with this specific slide. Shouldn't you be first at least one time in your life? Shouldn't you be first at least one time in your life? Let me start off by telling you a couple of quick stories. Number one, I remember years and years and years ago when a couple of friends called me up and said, you need to invest in Bitcoin. And I told them that they were nutty as a fruitcake. I'm like, Bitcoin? I cannot buy any food with a digital coin. I have no idea what you're talking about. I cannot pay my mortgage with a digital coin. You guys are going to jail. That's a scam. Stop calling me with this nonsense. We fast forward years later. Last time I looked, Bitcoin is well over $11,000 plus a coin. Now, had I listened at that time and was first on the front end with the amount of money that I would have put in, I promise you that I would not be on this Zoom right now, okay? Because a lot of people made a significant amount of money, missed that opportunity, was not first. Back in 2001, I was introduced to the mortgage industry. I knew nothing about the mortgage industry, okay? I did not own a home. I was 25 years young. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. From 2001 up until 2006, starting off as a loan officer into that specific company and becoming the president of marketing for the entire global operations of that particular opportunity, managing $3 billion in mortgages, making my first $1 million when I was 27 years young, happened to catch that at the right time. It was all about timing. That was before all of the regulations. Things have changed a little bit. Why do I start off with these two specific stories? One of them that we lost and one of them that we won. Simply because there's a lot of times opportunities come on your lap, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of times opportunities come on your lap, and sometimes we ignore them because we tend to overthink or we tend to dissect them for whatever reason and think that we know what might end up happening. And then the reality of it is, in the words of Sir Richard Branson, when somebody offers you a phenomenal opportunity, just say yes and figure it out later. So who are we? Who are we? Epic is a global opportunity that provides the environment for people to learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading. To learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading. Now, this leadership team, the whole corporate staff, has well over 100 plus years of experience inside of this arena, and you're gonna hear from one of these gentlemen here a little bit later on as well. We're offering industry-leading Forex traders, and the company is also 100% debt-free. Now, a lot of people tend to say, well, say it, what is Forex? Forex is simply the foreign exchange market. This is a market that does $6 trillion a day. Did I say trillion? $1 trillion a day. It is simply the act of buying and selling currencies. Now, what does that mean to you in English? In English, it simply means if you left the United States of America right now and you went to Canada, you're going to be trading simply your dollar for the Canadian dollar, whatever their trade is at this current moment, okay? If you went from America to Asia, you're going to be trading your dollar for the yuan. If you went from America to Mexico, you're gonna be trading your dollar for the peso. Well, a lot of us are stuck inside of a pandemic right now, so you might not be traveling like you used to, but big time investors, financial institutions, humongous banks, mortgage funds, hedge funds, they all utilize the foreign exchange market, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when we start talking about a lifelong skill, the biggest thing that caught my attention with this opportunity was very simple. And this is very clear for all of you that have been in some sort of home-based business before. I've been inside of this industry for 22 years. And here's what I know to be a pure, unequivocal fact. You will not make any money if you do not go out and gather any customers, and you do not go out and gather any distributors, and you do not go out and teach your distributors how to go out and gather customers and distributors. Let me repeat that for the people in the nosebleed seats. It is 100% impossible to make any money in any opportunity. I don't care what opportunity that you're looking at inside of the network marketing arena. Take all of them, put them on a globe, spin it counterclockwise and throw a dart at it. No matter where it lands, if you don't gather customers and you don't go out there and gather some distributors and you don't teach your distributors how to go out and gather customers and distributors, my friend, you are doing community service because you are making zero. Within this particular opportunity, if you do not gather one customer, if you do not gather one distributor, you are learning the lifelong skill of Forex trading, ladies and gentlemen. This is a skill set that can never be taken away from you. It has nothing to do with the company. The $6 trillion a day that's being traded has nothing to do with Epic. Zero. It's already happening with or without us. You know people right now that are inside of this market right now that make money. I know a lot of friends that make money inside of the Forex arena, and I can tell you, it becomes really sexy once you develop this skill set. A lot of people ask me today because they saw our Facebook group going bananas, and they say, how in the world are you bringing in all of these marketers? Well, I want you to think about something for a second. Once you understand marketing, it does not matter what company that you are in, because you have acquired the lifelong skill of marketing. So if you woke up today and said, I want to sell chocolate covered acid blow pops, you can sell chocolate covered acid blow pops because you know how to market. So when we think about the Forex world, ladies and gentlemen, a lifelong skill that can never be taken away. Now, what is Epic offering? First of all, we're offering live sessions where you're able to sit inside of a live session with thousands of people and follow proven 7- and 8-figure traders, ladies and gentlemen. Inside of a live session, you can be on the London session, you can be on a different session, whatever the case may be, okay? We're also offering daily signals. So we can send you signals that you can follow, and you can simply execute that signal, whether it be from your cell phone because you're at work, whether it be at home because you're stuck inside of the pandemic, or whatever the case may be. We have the Epic University that's going to give you all the information that you need to learn this skill set. Whether you want to put in an hour a day to learn this skill set, or 30 minutes a day, or 45 minutes a day, or 2 hours a day, whatever it may be, we're going to give you that university to be able to learn. You're going to have market forecasts, and we're going to do it in a very fun and intuitive way at the same time. Now, let me go ahead and throw out this disclaimer, because I know that there's a CEO or two that's on this particular Zoom right now, like I don't know, or your assistant or somebody else. Hello, welcome, we're glad to have you. So let me go ahead and throw in this quick disclaimer. Epic cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results, to earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. The plan rewards you for selling products and services to customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual results will certainly vary depending on many factors such as commitment level, individual effort, and marketing skills. Any and all income projections should not be considered as guarantees or projections of your actual earnings or profits. Success with the company results only from active participation and successful marketing efforts, which do require work, commitment, and diligence on your part. Now that we got that out of the way for the government, let's get into the good part of the presentation. Majority of you that are here right now, you want to learn how to make some money from the compensation plan, as well as you already learned what the product is, what the service is, and the fact that you can learn this skill set that has nothing to do with what I'm showing you right now. So if you say, Cedric, I don't want to build anything, I don't want to sponsor a customer, I don't want to sponsor a distributor, I don't want to take a phone call, shoot an email, shoot a text, I don't want to tell anyone about anything. Fantastic. You become a customer within this opportunity, and you learn the valuable skill set of Forex trading. However,
you can get on this webinar right now.
We begin with the same opportunity of being able to go out and simply gather 3 customers. Now, we're going to begin this process by gathering 3 customers. Everybody can go out there and gather 3 customers. Now, I want to put this into perspective. I want to really, truly put this into perspective. Do you realize that 85% of the people that go to college never got a job and what they went to school for? 85%. That means that if you know 10 people that went to college, 8 out of 10 of them never got a job and what they went to school for. They might have paid 20 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand. They might still have student loans on their credit right now. Or they might be super duper happy that Congress pushed it off until January. But I promise they're gonna come back and get their money. Why do I bring this up? You have the opportunity to be at $99 a month as a customer, $99 a month as a customer, and learn this valuable skill set, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about $3 a day, less than a cup of coffee, $3 a day to learn this valuable skill set. So for my people that are looking to learn how to make some money, you simply go out and you gather 3 customers, just 3, and your service is going to be free. You go out there and get 3, and your service is free. That's the beginning of the compensation plan. Now, after you have 3 customers, you have the ability to become a distributor, okay? We're gonna make sure that we have that customer to distributor ratio locked in, okay? After you go out there and gather 3 customers, you have the ability to become a distributor. Now let's look at the first portion of the compensation plan. You gather 10 customers, you gather 10 distributors. You have 4 on one team, 4 on another team, and 2 on another team. You have a whole whopping 10 distributors, okay? 4 on one team, 4 on another team, and 2 on another team. Epic is going to pay you $125 per week for you having 10 distributors on your team, okay? 10 distributors. Now, let me stop right there for 1 second. A lot of people don't realize that the magic number in network marketing is $350. You know, I've been training on this for 20 plus years, and most people just don't get it. They don't get it. Some of you want to make thousands and thousands of dollars on a monthly basis, and I totally get it. But I want to really hone in on this $500 really quickly. I want you to pause in my Harlem voice. Just pause for a second. What could $500 a month do in your life? That could be a free power bill. That could be child support. Not unless you got a whole bunch of kids. That could be a car note. That could be rent. That could be half of rent. That could be mortgage. That could be accelerating a mortgage. Okay, that could be your car insurance. That could be so many different things. And most people think, oh, $500 a month, that ain't nothing. It ain't nothing until you don't have it anymore. Feel free to talk to the people, the 25 plus million people that have lost their job within the past 6 months due to this pandemic, and see if $500 a month will change their life. Guess what will happen if you get people to $500 a month? They don't quit. Let's look at the next piece of the compensation plan. You go out there and gather 30 distributors. You got 12 on one team, 12 on one team, and 6 on the other team. Ladies and gentlemen, Epic is going to pay you $250 a week inside of this compensation plan for simply only having 30 people on your team. That is $1,000 per month. Now, ladies and gentlemen, inside of this compensation plan, we have what we call a 24-hour holding tank. We have a 24-hour holding tank. Now, let me explain to you what this means here really quickly, because it's going to be behoove you to not meditate, pacificate, marinate. Now, I know pacificate isn't a word for my English major, so there's going to be an English major or two that's going to type in here. Pacificate, subject is not a word. I understand it's a Don Kingism. Just work with me for 1 second here, okay? I want you to think about this. Think about this for 1 second. You have a 24-hour holding tank. You have the ability to place people within other people's teams. So when you see this 12 on one team, 12 on the other team, and 6 on the other, whoever brought you in has the ability to place people on your team. The person above them have the ability to be able to place people on your team, because guess what? We're all just simply building 3 legs. We have some of the top recruiters in the whole entire company right now on this Zoom as we speak that have sponsored 60 people, 80 people, 100 plus people. They only need 3 across. So they're helping other people. It's a beautiful thing when you can place people under other people and help them. 80 people on your team, 32 on one team, 32 on another, 16 on another team. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have 80 people on your team, you're making $500 a week, which is $2,000 a month. Now we go to 250 people total on your team. We didn't say personals. You got 250 people on your team. You got 101 leg, 101 leg, and 50 in the other. Ladies and gentlemen, you're making $5,000 a month. And let's get to that magical number inside of this industry that so many people talk about all the time. $10,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 500 people on your team. 200 on one team, 200 on another and 100 on the other, and you're making $10,000 a month. We have numerous people that are already positioned to do this right out the gate. Now you can look at the rest of this compensation plan page and see that these numbers get really, really sexy. But I also want to throw in a disclaimer again, just for the sake of the fact that I love this industry and I definitely want to protect it. We are not guaranteeing any income whatsoever. If you do nothing, you get nothing. Okay, let's be clear. This is not a pyramid deal. This is not, let me put up some money and hopefully it just shows up. This is not a su-su, a foo-foo, a goo-goo, all the stuff that's going around. If you do nothing, you get nothing. Okay, it is just that simple. If you go out there and you start building a team, you go out there and you start building a team and you start leveraging these live Zooms, you start leveraging the marketing systems that we're getting ready to release within our team. You start leveraging the actual customer groups that we're creating right now. You start leveraging our current Facebook group that is literally on steroids right now. You start leveraging these phenomenal leaders that we have within this team, ladies and gentlemen, and you will see why this is moving so fast. But since I threw out that disclaimer, let me go ahead and jump to just one other level. I didn't say I was going to do it, but why not? 2,500 total people on your team, ladies and gentlemen. Did I say 2,500? 2,500 people on your team. 1,000 on one team, 1,000 on the other, 500 on the other, and you're making $50,000 a month. Again, we're not guaranteeing any income whatsoever, but that could change a lot of people's life. Now, let's say that you only got 10% of that right. Cedric, 50 grand a month, that's just a lot of money. I just can't even fathom that. What you can't fathom in your mind, you will never fathom in real life. Let me repeat that again. What you cannot fathom in your mind, you cannot fathom in real life. What the mind can believe, you definitely can achieve. But for those people that might be looking at it saying that's just too much, feel free to fail it by 90%, and that's still $5,000 a month. You failed the compensation plan by 90%. It's still $5,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen. You failed it. You failed it, okay? Now, we don't teach failure within this team. As you can tell, that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on this Zoom with literally a 1.5 day notice. This was not a 1 week buildup. This was a 1.5 day notice for this specific Zoom that you're currently on right now. But I gotta take it one step further, because here's the beauty of what we're currently doing right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the beauty. Right now, we are in the middle of pre-launch. We are literally in the middle of pre-launch. This company just pre-launched on September the 1st. Today, as we are conducting this, it is September the 3rd. So for the whole entire month of September, we are pre-launching this opportunity, and you are able to lock in your position for $20. You're able to lock in your position right now inside of this tree with whoever invited you to this Zoom for two $10 bills, a 10 and two 5s, 10 $1 bills. Now I want you to sit back and think about what you spent $20 on that you got zero value out of. You were able to lock in for $20. Now you're also able to leverage 4 live Zooms every single day that's being conducted by the company. Every single day, you're able to leverage 4 live Zooms that are being conducted by the company every single day, as well as alongside of the Zooms that we're going to be doing at the same time. On October the 1st, we go live. On October the 1st, we literally go live. Now at that point, everyone that wants to be a customer, they upgrade and pay their $99. Everyone that wants to be a distributor, they're going to upgrade and pay their $99 plus a $24.95 IBO fee. Now you are currently a distributor inside of Epic. You get the rest of your team to do the same thing, and let me tell you what's going to happen. The first payroll run is going to happen on October the 9th. And there's going to be some stories that are going to be created that are going to blow a lot of people's minds. You see, I predict that we're going to run through 3 waves here very quickly. And these are the first 3 waves. This is wave number 1. We're running through a pre-launch right now that everybody's locking in all over the world, 60 plus countries already. Over 24,000 plus people have joined in the past 3 days. That's wave number 1, the month of September under pre-launch. Wave number 2 is going to kick in October when people start to get paid, because that first payroll run is going to come on October the 9th. So at that point, there's going to be some serious proof of concept. But on the same token, we go through the rest of the year, and then all of a sudden, the 3rd phase kicks in. January. What are the top 3 New Year's resolutions? Lose weight, make more money, and quit smoking. Those are the top 3 New Year's resolutions until the end of time. Lose weight, make more money, and quit smoking. Now, we are not selling a weight loss product, and we do not have a nicotine product as well. However, we can help people make more money. So I want you to think about not everybody's, majority of people's New Year's resolution. And right now, you're looking at this in phase number 1. You're looking at this in phase number 1. But I don't want you to just take this from me. I don't want you to just take this from me. I want to pull out here really quickly. And let me see how I can do this without screwing this up. So let me see here. Nope, that ain't going to work. That ain't the way I'm going to do it. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a trip. Good night. There's a lot of people that are on here. All right, so let's see where I'm going to go first. Let me take a trip to Arizona here really quickly. Let me see if I can pull my partner out of here in Arizona. Let me find him on here. Let's see here. Mr. Mansell, can you hear me, my friend?
Yes, sir, Sid, right here.
All righty, my brother. I'm trying to find you on the video, but I cannot for whatever reason, because there's so many people that are on here right. There you go. There you go. I see you right there on the side. Mr. Mansell, you and I have been knowing each other for well over 12 years. I remember being in your home in Arizona 12 years ago with you and your wife sleeping in the bed with your dog, when we were selling milkshakes and putting people in BMWs, 3 for free, stars and cars. You finally got your teeth cut right then and there 12 plus years ago. We maintained that relationship well over a dozen years, and I've watched this gentleman grow into a marketing phenom, a video marketing expert, a full-blown entrepreneur, and the king of multiple streams of income. Michael Mansell, you have had the opportunity to put your hands in a lot of different things. You get paid in numerous different places because you are the king of MSI, my friend. But with the amount of things that you have on your plate, why did you decide this specific opportunity that we are sharing with everybody here today?
Yeah, I love sharing this. And what I love about this is that when this whole Zoom started out, anybody that was here early on, our good friend Larry was there trying to keep the order, right? They're just people coming in from all walks of life. And when I saw this said, I looked at it and thought, this is good for the masses. This is good for the everyday person. Yes, I cut my teeth on marketing a long time ago, really in the last 4 years, have really taken it to levels that I originally hadn't thought were possible. But when you get there, you realize that there's another level up that you can go to. And so I keep leveling up and helping people to do that. But what I loved about the start of this whole Zoom was there was people in everyday life situations. You heard babies crying, you heard kids screaming, you heard traffic in the background. I mean, everybody, and wherever you're listening to this Zoom right now, wherever you're at in the world, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are in your life right now. It doesn't matter what's happening around you in life. The fact that you're on this Zoom means that you are in front of an opportunity that could literally take care of some massive problems that you might be facing in your life right now. One of those being income, cash flow. So I love, Cedric, how at the beginning of this, you heard the reality of everybody's life and the circumstances that are going on, and yet we're here. And so I just saw this as a massive opportunity to learn a skill in the Forex market and share it with a few friends and start earning income from two different places. The product being something that will teach you a skill set that you can generate income from the comfort of your home, office, your phone, wherever you're at, and the ability to refer some friends to it, help them out, and then make some additional income on top of that. Doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what you're schooling in, doesn't matter what your family is, doesn't matter what your uncle said to you, your mother said to you, your father said to you, your kids said to you. You are in a place right now, just like I saw this opportunity. And yes, like Cedric has, I've got multiple business online that I run. I've got multiple streams of income. And I remember him telling me a long time ago, when you wake up and you don't know where your commission checks came from, but they're showing up in your bank account, that's when you know you're doing something right. And so I learned from one of the best, Cedric Harris, and here I am now helping other people all around the world. And I am just so honored to be here, Cedric, helping people do this. And I just love the fact that I'm working hard every single day, just trying to keep up with the amount of people that are knocking at our doors saying, I see it, I get it, I want it, how do I become a part of it? And we're sharing that down to the team. So Cedric, that is why I'm here.
Thanks, Michael. We appreciate you, man. In the top 10 recruiters in all of the company, has built a humongous team already. Super duper proud of you. Please truly keep up the great work, my friend. We love your leadership and your integrity. So keep it up, my friend. We appreciate you. Let's take a quick trip out to Las Vegas, Nevada here really quickly. I met this gentleman a couple of years ago in the online space, and I tell you, to be able to watch him grow over the past couple of years in the online space has been absolutely amazing. He is all over YouTube, all over Facebook, all inside of retargeting, all inside of emails. He has multiple offers that are going on. He has built a phenomenal list. He's a top earner in one particular place, and he earns money in other different places as well. And I tell you, his team has turned into unequivocal steroids in the past couple of days, and I'm excited to be partnering with them. So let's see, after a couple of years, we get to really, truly dance together. Let me go out and grab my man, Mr. Kawan Mayo. Kawan, can you hear me, my brother? Unmute yourself, my friend. You're really low. Hold on, let me, can you turn up a little bit?
How about now?
I got you loud and clear. There you go. I got you and I see you. The infamous, the man, the myth, the legend. Talk to us, Kawan. Why did you decide to lock arms with this opportunity, my friend?
Man, because anytime you can be first, you got to be the first one in the line. You know, if you want to be able to hit the ground running and be able to really take off. So I already knew that. And when I seen that, then I was like, all right. So that was the first thing that grabbed my attention. Then I saw the players that was involved. Okay. And I seen that, you know, it was like all heavy hitters really getting involved, really paying attention to this and really locking arms. And I knew that the infrastructure was being solid, you know, and that right there is more important than even the amount of money you can make, because I mean, if the head ain't strong, then we know the body gonna fall. So it don't really matter how strong or how big a company is or how much you making if the leadership isn't strong. And when I saw that the leadership was solid and I saw where they was going, and I had actually heard they was going to be in Vegas, and I was like, wait a minute, in Vegas? I live in Vegas. So I was like, all right, well, can I come through and, you know, see what it's all about? It was like, yeah, come to the house. So then when I got the address, it was only 12 minutes away from my house. So I was like, okay, wait a minute, too many things just line up. You know, I'm a strong believer in, I don't believe in coincidences, you know, so I believe everything happens for a reason. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go to this event. I'm gonna see what they're talking about, but and I'm gonna make my decision based off of what I see and what I hear. And man, what I saw, what I heard was just phenomenal, you know. And I knew that by us being first and being able to take off first, and after what I saw, it exactly what happened and exactly what y'all see is happening, exactly what was gonna happen. So then fast forward, Cedric reaches out to me, which was again, none of this is all in the stars. Like I said, I was already ready, set, go, hitting the ground going. And Cedric reaches out to me. He tells me what he got planned, which is basically putting an all-star team together like you see here. And I was like, come on, man, like say less, let's go, you know, and that's where we are. And for anybody that's here right now, you're in the best place, because like I said, you're going to see when just from the speakers that you're dealing with years and years and years of experience, tons of combined talents, you know, from all different walks in the space, multiple 7- and 8-figure earners. And man, I say strap up, enjoy the ride.
My man, we appreciate you. Kawan, your team is growing, super duper humbled and proud of you, my friend. You've got some phenomenal leaders, and keep crushing it, my brother. Keep crushing it. Keep it up, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
You got it, my friend. All right, let's take a quick trip down to my hometown of Richmond, VA. Now, I've been knowing this gentleman for, let me see here, 20 plus years. His father owns one of the best restaurant chains in all of Richmond. For anybody that's here from Richmond, Virginia, because there's a bunch of you that are, Hawks Barbecue, okay? My man, Mr. Melvin Crawley, we grew up together. So we've seen a lot of things inside of the marketing space. We've made money doing different things. The last time we were partnered up into an opportunity was 2018. And when I saw this opportunity, I said, you know what? I want to make sure that we get Richmond on the map at the same time. Who is the Richmond plug? Who is the plug that's from my hometown? Because we always want to make sure that your hometown is solid. And I picked up the phone and I called up my man, Mr. Melvin Crawley, and he was another one that said, say less, I am all in. So let me go ahead and see if I can get my man, Mr. Melvin Crawley, on the line. Melvin, are you there, my brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I got you loud and clear, Melvin. Take it away, my friend.
All right, awesome. 2 words when Cedric called me: unfair advantage. Folks, this is an opportunity that's going to have the average person making above average income in below average time. When he told me what was happening, the leadership, look, he told me about the trade, and I could care less about the trade. And what I saw was combustible elements. Folks, I came up with a new word. It is called collateral prosperity. What happens if you take a grenade and you throw it at an intended target? You're going to get the target, but you know what else you're going to get? You're going to get unintended targets. What happens when you take a bunch of leaders that are combustible with prosperity and you put them in the same team? What's going to happen is you're going to hit your target, but you're going to hit a lot of people who are following with collateral prosperity, folks. And this is what this is. For the first time in your entire career, you've never seen a starting lineup like this. It's like if somebody went and got Jordan, they went and got Rodman for the rebounds, they went and got Steph Curry for the three-pointer, they went and got LeBron James for what he does.
That's the first time I've been
So
up
many
here.
talent that we have, folks. It's
Hold on one second, Melvin. We got to unmute you. Unmute yourself, Melvin. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Got you back, brother.
Awesome.
Somebody
All right.
calm down.
Perfect.
And
So, here's somebody.
your landlord is one of our clients.
We can catch up first.
Do you remember that time
Somebody
when you came in here and I remember?
We got everybody muted. Now unmute yourself, Melvin.
Gotcha. Awesome. It's okay. Look, we have rocky bumps, but back to what I was saying, we have a lot of combustible talent in here. And again, this is what's going to make this explode and move really, really fast. The fact that Cedric checked out the leadership, you guys checked out the leadership, you checked out the product, and you have something where people need money. All right. I looked at Cedric. This is the first time he wasn't selling something where I had to take a shake. I say, hold on. Cedric doing something that's non-consumable. I'm gonna jump in because he not doing a shake for the first time. So I jumped in and look, I'll tell you guys one thing. I went online. I got applications because I've been hitting these churches up and getting them signed up. I got a shirt and I'm going online, offline. One time I thought I was in the Matrix because I think I signed up Keanu Reeves. I don't know. So this thing is going crazy. So look, I'm gonna tell you, if you're on here now, you need to treat this thing like a hot dog and catch up and get on target. Back to you, Sid.
My man, treat it like a hot dog and catch up and get on target. I love it. Thank you, Melvin. We appreciate your leadership, my brother. Keep it up, my friend. We see you rocking and rolling. And now we're going to take another trip to Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, when I saw this opportunity, I had to call this gentleman because this gentleman is a top income earner in another system. Him and I have been knowing each other for well over a decade. I've been able to watch him grow, build a phenomenal list, build a phenomenal following, someone that's full of integrity, and everything that he and his wife touches absolutely explodes. So let me see if I can find my man, Mr. Stephen Rachel. Mr. Rachel, unmute yourself, my friend. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Take it away, my brother. You have been in this game for a little while. You were also partnered inside of a different situation that pretty much did the same exact thing. And you were able to see some things that other people weren't able to see because you live in Las Vegas as well. So why did you decide to lock arms with this opportunity, Mr. Rachel?
Number one, timing. I mean, I've been a part of this type of system, comp plan before. And I know when me and my wife looked at it, I know you got a chance to come down to Vegas. We hung out, had some really good conversations. And I'm like, what? we could be first with this type of compensation plan. We could definitely be right there at the beginning stages, because we've been a part of things in the past over the years, even with compensation plans very similar to this. But we were never at the beginning. It was always, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road when we got involved, even though it was still a great opportunity. This is the first time that we've been a part of anything with a powerful compensation plan. I mean, amazing leadership. I mean, just everything. The stars have aligned perfectly for this opportunity. And this is the first time we've ever been here at the beginning. That's one reason why we just been up all for the last week. I guess just seeing exactly what's happening. And I know it's just going to be very, very exciting, not just for us, not just for the people that are on this webinar, but for a lot of people around the globe. This is the time. It's all about timing, positioning. And hey, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know when you see opportunity. When you're at this stage in it, hey, it just makes sense. And that's the main reason why we're here.
Awesome, Stephen. Well, listen, man, you and your wife are definitely the epitome of a power couple. Your team is just absolutely rocking. I'm excited to see the systems that you're getting ready to release within your team and everything that you're doing right now. So humbled to be working with you, my friend. Keep up the good work. Let's go out and change around together. You got it, my friend. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I talked to this gentleman earlier today, and he said, send me the link so I can listen in to see what's going on. And I said, well, let me fall back for a second. Why don't you just come out if you can? This gentleman is the VP of sales for Epic. This gentleman has been inside of this arena for well over 2+ decades, multiple 7-figure earner, communicates with the CEO and the whole entire staff on a regular basis, and is absolutely essential to what's happening right now. Someone that's full of integrity, that knows 100% of the information, and that's also super funny and really, truly knows how to get you to pay attention. So let me see if my man, Mr. Mark Sterling, made it to the line. Mark, unmute yourself, my friend. Can you hear me, my brother?
Man, loud and clear. I wouldn't miss this call for the world. Can you hear me, Mr. Harris?
I've got you loud and clear, my friend. I see you looking all smooth and JQ. Take it away, my brother.
Man, this is the first time I seen you in a collared shirt, man. I went and turned this is a t-shirt that has a logo on it. I turned it backwards and threw on a blazer, okay? So, guys, we're excited to be here. I got to tell you, this whole mission, this whole concept, if you will, came about out of necessity. We understand that right now, because of all the things that are happening, we're at the curve of change, and at the curve of change, individuals that create solutions in the marketplace have an opportunity to do something very special. And then we're going to start having the traction factor of having someone like a Cedric Harris actually take a look at it and just be open to looking at what we're talking about. I want you to understand right now that I'm going to ask you not to try this business, okay? Because people say, well, what if I try and it fails? Well, here's the thing, guys. If you don't try, wait until you get the bill for doing nothing. That's where the real expense is going to kick in. When what I love with forgive me if I don't get your name wrong, Melvin. Man, I gotta get you, man. First off, I need a big mic. I gotta get one of those. That was nice, right? You got a whole kit set up back there. But he said, combustible talent creates collateral prosperity. That right there sums up the whole call. Okay. Sometimes we can't experience the heat because we're too close to the flame. And guys, right now you're in the midst of an incredible fire that's happening right now. You have individuals around you that will help you start winning in the losing economy. I said this last night on another call. Guys, we get a chance to be first. Shouldn't we be the voice and not just the echo? Shouldn't we have an opportunity right now to go out there and actually seize the day, to be the head, not the tail? Shouldn't we have an opportunity to be the reason why the needle moves? Not just to become kings in an opportunity that happens later down the road, and we bring our gifts and talents. We go to South Beach with our gifts and talents. Guys, we get a chance to buy the land at South Beach and let the teams come play. We get a chance right now in a small window of time when the perfect storm has actually collapsed on us. And when that wind starts blowing, as opposed to people evacuating, we get the ones that actually make the umbrellas. We get the ones that actually make the jackets so people can stay out of the rain. I'm gonna give you a quick story. I got a chance to live in Seattle. I actually worked there, but I lived there for a year while I was working there. And when I was out there was a whole city beneath downtown. And I was like, well, how did that city get there? They built another city on top of it because that city actually burned down because the roads were wood and there was a fire. And so I toured the underground, and this is what they told me. They said so many people had come to Seattle and lost so much money because they stopped there to position themselves to go over during the great gold rush. I said, well, man, people must have got wealthy during the gold rush. The people that got wealthy were the ones that sold the tools. The people that got wealthy were the ones that understood when the influx came that they were in the way. Guys, right now, this is a unique opportunity to be on the call, not just from a timing perspective, which is absolutely phenomenal, but to be on the timing perspective with the right talent. And all you got to do is bring your treasures. You bring your gifts, and you got the people, and you got the resources. And I'm going to tell you right now, the value proposition, you know, somebody's going to say, you know what? What are you really selling? Guys, education is going to happen anyway. That model's already proven. What we're selling is timing and positioning, value proposition. Somebody will say, well, aren't there other companies in this same space? I picked my daughter up early today from school, and guess what? They had a little private session over there. And I came home and she said, Daddy, I really want some Chick-fil-A. And I stopped by the Chick-fil-A and I looked across the street and there was a Popeyes. They both sell chicken, lines along in every one of them. I looked across the other side of the street, there was a KFC. I went a few more blocks down and there was an Arby's. I'm letting you know right now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, we're not in competition. The market is more than big enough. The real question now is, with the price point and the value proposition, that's one of our features. With the talent, the quality of individuals partnering with us, that's one of our value propositions. With the live trade. See, somebody said, you know what? I can't believe they're going to take people's money. People had a nerve to say that we're taking $20 bills so we can do a crowdfunding. Steve Rochelle, do me a favor. Cedric Harris, don't unmute your line, right? Who else is on there?
Yeah.
Kawan, Mayo, do me a favor. You guys got a chance to go by Dave McCovey's house. Do we need crowdfunding?
No.
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Oh, no.
Not at all, right?
We're,
No,
oh, yeah. We're
The gentleman
good.
can have a car. He has a fleet outside, right?
Yep.
And again, this is a grown-up call. We got titles on deck over here, right? So we don't need $20 to get started. What we wanted to do was create a Netflix type model where people can come in and they can say, you know what? I can't believe they're giving away so much value for such a discounted price, and people will opt to love and not leave. They'll flip the switch and they'll go ahead and pay $99.99 a month, because if they can only make $20 a day, they don't mind spending $3 a day for that subscription. Guys, I don't want to overcook the grits. I live in Atlanta. I can say that now. But I do want to make sure that we all know it shouldn't you be first to know at least once in your life. See, evidence is only valid skepticism is only valid in the absence of evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not lose in life because of a lie that was told to you. But you could not win in life because of the truth that was told to you, that you chose not to believe. And tonight, everything I said is absolutely 100% the truth. And I dare you to give me 1% of your trust, because every one of these leaders on this call will earn the difference. God bless, take care, and take charge.
Thanks, Mark. We appreciate you, my friend. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we close this out, I want to say a few things. First of all, when you take your position today at $19.95, a whole whopping $20, not only are you locking in your position inside of the tree, not only do you have the ability to go out there and enroll new distributors and get them locked into the tree, but we're also offering the training, the live trading sessions right now as you lock in. You're able to learn over the next 27 days right now before you even upgrade. Please show me a college that you can go to where they say the tuition for the year number one is $30,000. But we're going to let you come on campus for $20 for the first 30 days just to see if you really want to go to this college. Now, feel free to let me know if you know about that college. Don't worry, I'll wait, in the words of Cat Williams. It doesn't exist. Exactly. It does not exist. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 30,000 deep in 3 days. We're 30,000 deep in 3 days. Now, when you pop off of here, let me tell you what's going to happen. You see, there's quite a few people that are out there that are drinking what I like to call haterade. You know, some of you got Gatorade, and then there's haterade. And I need you to let those people catch sugar diabetes. Because see, these people right now, they sit still and they look, and they don't think that there's enough money in the world for everybody. There's enough money out there. We don't live in a crab in a bucket mentality. You see, Amway isn't bothering Melaleuca. They're both doing billions. New Skin isn't bothering them either. Okay? Janess isn't bothering them either. Modere isn't bothering them either. ClickFunnels isn't bothering this deal. This agency isn't bothering this agency. Listen, people don't think sometimes. They really, truly don't think. What happens is they get scared. So they have to say certain things that they know that aren't true, that they don't have 100% of the information. And you see, I'm gonna give you a little story because I don't want you to leave off of here and fall into this trap. In 2003, I was in the mortgage industry. And that year changed my life, absolutely changed my life. And I had a financial advisor, and his name was Dave Nicholson. I never forget it. Aurora, Colorado, Morgan Stanley. That was the year that Google did its initial public offering. I picked up the phone and I called up Dave and I said, hey, Dave, put X amount of dollars on Google because I know this video is going to be viral. I'm not going to say the exact number. Let's just say the number was pretty sexy. I didn't call him and say put 20 grand or 50 grand or 100 grand on it. I called him in 2003 and said, put whoop on Google. He said, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I said, why not? He said, simply because, when your account is down 10%, you're upset. If you lose that amount of money, I am never going to hear the last of it. I was around with the last .com bust. I don't think this Google thing is going to do it. I said, Dave, it's my money. It's not margin money. I need you to put boop on Google. After a 20-minute conversation, he convinced me not to do it. 2 weeks later, Google was doubled. Google went from a $62 IPO. 2 weeks later, it was almost $140 a share. I picked up the phone and I said, hey, Dave, what do you think now? He said, Sad, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I said, you know how I feel? Man, I'm from Southside Richmond. Have you ever lost $500,000 in 2 weeks? He said, no. I said, well, then you don't know how I feel. Let me tell you why I was calling you, my friend. He was like, why? You're fired. I need you to pull out all my money because I can't deal with you anymore because it was my idea. You were actually making commission on it and you convinced me not to do it. At that time, I had to go to my boss's house every single day. I was the president of marketing for Mortgage Investors Corporation in St. Petersburg, Florida, off of Central Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. My old boss is worth close to $1 billion. I was with him every single day, 5 days a week for 2.5 years straight. Now I tell people, if you're around somebody that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars every single day, 5 days a week, and you leave 1,000 there, you were not very smart. So that should give you a clue. I sat in Bill's living room one day and I said, Bill, let me tell you this Google story. And he started laughing. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't find it very funny. I looked at Bill and I said, what's so funny about that story? He said, here's what's funny about that story, when you guys get a little bit of money, you go out and tend to go get financial advice. Let me ask you a quick question. How much money do you think your financial advisor makes every year, I said, I don't know, maybe about 400,000 plus a year. He said, that's good money. He said, however, last time I checked, I pay you more than that every quarter. Why are you taking financial advice from someone who has less money than you? Ooh, dagger. You should have asked me if I invested in Google. Bill, did you invest in Google? With this doggone Jack Nicholson grin? I sure did. Why do I tell all of y'all this story? Because there's going to be some of you that are going to pop off here that are going to ask the opinion of people that weren't even on here about something that he didn't see, and they're not even in the financial position that you want to be in. We're talking about you investing $20. We're talking about you investing $20, ladies and gentlemen. You're investing $20 to lock in this position. You have the ability to get this education. We go live on October the 1st. We're going to make sure that we have that solid customer to distributor ratio. We have 30,000 people in the past couple of days. And there's a lot of companies and people that are paying very, very close attention. And I already know that some of them are on here right now. I'm no fool. I've been doing this for 22 years. I'm no fool. I understand the game. But here's what I'm going to tell every single soul that's on here right now. Follow your gut. This team is like the Avengers. We've got the online world, we got the offline world, and I only pulled out 4 people due to time. If you saw how stacked the deck is right now, it is absolutely not fair. So I'm going to tell you right now, when you pop off this Zoom, don't hesitate, don't meditate, don't pacificate. This is not any hype. That $6 trillion a day is happening with or without you. With or without you is happening with or without you. This is something that's digital, that doesn't interfere with a lot of other things that are out there. And I can tell you right now, you're going to hear about this opportunity because now it's being put in front of you. And now you have the opportunity to really do something about it. With that being said, whoever invited you to this Zoom here this evening, I want you to get with them ASAP if you haven't already and say, send me your link. I need to lock in right now. Let's get you inside of our Facebook group. Let's help get you trained up. Let's roll out this marketing system that we're getting ready to roll out that you're going to absolutely love. Let's show you how this customer group is going to work that we're putting together right now. And let's get you in a position to learn a skill set, that it doesn't matter who's the president. It doesn't matter what happens in Congress. It doesn't matter if it's a recession. It doesn't matter if it's a depression. None of these things matter because the Forex market is $6 trillion a day, period, end of story, and none of those factors matter. Once you acquire that skill set, no CEO can ever take it away. No CEO of a network marketing company, hello, I know you're here. No CEO of any other companies out there, no marketing genius, no this, no that. None of them can take any of that skill set away from you because it gives you the opportunity to take over your very own life. With that being said, God bless you all. We truly appreciate you giving us 50 plus minutes of your life. And please get with the person that invited you here and allow me to be the very first person to welcome you to Epic. God bless you all. Have a phenomenal evening. We'll see you all soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank
See
you.
you guys.
Thank you,
Cedric.
Cedric.
Heck.
God bless.
Greg.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen.
Praise the Lord God.